Hello there, my name is Andrew Rigler. I'm going to be going through this problem from 1.5 homework, number 11 to be exact. It's going to be 5x squared minus x equals 4. I'm going to rewrite this as 5x squared minus x minus 4 equals 0. I'm going to use the quadratic formula to solve this one. And for that, it's going to be negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared. Make sure you can see this in the camera here. Negative 4a times c, and that's all going to be over 2 times a. Perfect. And so I'm going to put a, b, c here, and my a is going to be 5, my b is going to be negative 1, and then my c is going to be negative 4. So I plugged it in. First I'll go to do the b, and so that's going to become a positive 1 plus or minus the square root of, it's going to be negative 1 squared, and it's going to be negative 4 times a and c, and a is 5, which is going to be multiplied by negative 4. 5 times negative 4 is 20, and that's negative 20. Negative 20 times negative 4 is positive 80, and I'm going to add that to negative 1 squared, which is 1. So in total I get 81. So that's square root of 81 plus or minus in the front, can't forget that. Plus the 1, that's all over 2 times a, which is 5 times 2, so that's all over 10. Thankfully square root of 81 is an easy 9. So it's going to be 9 plus or minus 1 all over 10. And I get 2 answers from this because of the plus and minus. So I'll come over here and I'll do either 1 plus 9 over 10, or it could be 1 minus 9 over 10. Do the plus 1 first. So 1 plus 9 is going to be 10 over 10, and that equals to 1. So one of my answers is going to be x equals 1. Next one, 9 minus 1 is going to be 8 over 10. And so thankfully that's divided by 2, and that's going to be a negative in front of that. And it's going to be 4 over 5. So my answers are 1 and negative 4/5. Perfect. My name is Andrew Rigler, and I'm going to solve this problem from chapter 1.5 of the homework, specifically problem number 11. I'm going to use the method of factoring to solve this. And the problem I have here is 5x squared minus x equals 4. I'm going to rearrange that to 5x squared minus x, bring the 4 over, so it's a negative 4, and it's going to equal 0. I'm going to bring the a and c down, so that's 5, and I'm going to multiply that, so it's 5 times negative 4, which is negative 20, and then the b is left, and so it's negative 1, so I need a number that's going to multiply to get a negative 20, but add to get a negative 1, and those numbers are going to be negative 5 and a 4, because those go together. And so I'm going to add x's to those, so it's negative 5x plus a 4x. I'll bring down the rest of my problem here. It's 5x squared, negative 5x plus 4x. I gotta bring that minus 4 down, that's all equal to 0. And now I want to group these together here. And so for factoring, I'm going to start on this side, and I get the most I can out of each side here. And the most I can get out of these two here is a 5x. What I'm left with at the top here is just going to be an x, and the next one minus 5 is just going to be a negative 1. So I got that one there. Work over to the next one here, which is 4x minus 4. And then with this one, I can get a 4 out of it, and that I can bring, and I can take out the 4 from the 4x, and I'll be left with an x, or into the negative 4, left with a negative 1, just the same. I'll group these guys together here, so that's going to be a 5x plus 4. There'll be a little group there, and I only need one of these, so that's going to be x minus 1. And then now I can multiply, now I can add, equal these each to 0 and get my 2 answers from there. So 5x plus 4 equals 0. I'm going to minus the 4, bring that over. So it's negative 4 equals 5x, divide 5. Make sure you can see it in the camera. One of my answers is negative 4 over 5. Now do the next one, x minus 1 equals 0. Add the 1, and that's going to be x equals positive 1. So my answers are x equals negative 4 over 5 and 1, just like we got earlier with the quadratic formula, but this is with method of factoring. There we go.